What is going on, awesome peeps? Brent McCluskey here with Electrified Reviews, and today we are reviewing the AddMotoR M-430 fat tire step-through electric bike. This thing is a very cool ride, very beautiful color. Excited to show this bike to you guys. But of course, first things first, we got to roll the B-roll. All right, awesome peeps. Again, this is the AddMotoR M-430 step-through electric bike, and the version we received for review is the cyan color, and it is, honestly, it's just absolutely stunning. It's like a soft baby blue, but it really shines like just super nice in the sunlight. The M-430 also comes in black and pearl white and has a starting price of $1,899 USD, $1,899 USD. If you guys are watching this review during the 2020 holiday season, then you are in luck because AddMotoR is right now at least running a holiday sale up until Christmas Day. So like for this one, they've knocked off $200, and if you guys are into the step-through models, you might also want to check out the M50 from AddMotoR. That one is kind of similar to this, but it is also $200 off up until Christmas Day. So let's go ahead and dive into the specs on the M430. We'll start with the motor here in the back, which is going to be an AddMotoR branded 48 volt, 750 nominal watt hub motor, and that can bring the M430 up to a top speed of around 28 miles per hour in the unlocked configuration. This top speed, you guys can reach this using the half grip twist throttle on the right hand side of the handlebars, or you can reach that 28 mile per hour top speed by using the cadence sensing pedal assist. So look, like all cadence sensors, this one is of course going to have a little bit of latency with the motor activation and deactivation, but thankfully on this model, the M430 here, the throttle is live from 0 miles per hour, so it's really not an issue. The derailleur on the M430 is going to be a Shimano Altus 7-speed, which is a nice little upgrade from the Shimano Tourney, which is kind of what you normally see on e-bikes around this price point. So I really like to see that as an upgrade point. It also has a double-sided aluminum bash guard, and paired with the Altus, that should really pretty much just like completely eliminate derailments. Like if you're gonna get a derailment, like you're gonna have to earn the derailment, like you're gonna have to really work for it. And also, since this bash guard is aluminum, it should also help protect the chainring teeth in the event of a strike, which again, let's be real, is gonna be pretty unlikely with a step-through cruiser, but nonetheless, it's a great piece of equipment to have nonetheless, just like a kind of a safety thing to help protect the chainring teeth. Paired with the Altus is going to be a Shimano SIS Index thumb shifter, and I know I keep saying this, but the SIS Index is just not my favorite shifter, to be honest with you guys. You have to really like reposition your whole hand in order to shift gears, which it's not that big of an issue because let's be real, with e-bikes like this that have a 750 watt motor, you're not going to be changing gears that much. Like me, you're probably going to be leaving it in top gear most of the time, but just trying to be as critical as I can to kind of point out all the little stuff for you guys. For the battery on the M430, we've got a 48 volt, 16 amp hour system with a max estimated range of 55 miles. Now look, max ranges are normally estimated or even tested using absolutely like just 100% perfect conditions, like no headwinds, flat ground, low pedal assist settings, fully inflated tires, just the whole shebang. So it can be a little surprising, a little shocking when you actually get an e-bike and you find that the real world range is quite a bit lower than what was advertised right on the website. So that being said, AddMotoR's max estimated range is actually pretty conservative, especially considering that this is a larger than average capacity battery. 16 amp hours is definitely a little bit bigger, so they're going to get a few bonus points for that. To help bring the M430 to a stop, we've got Tektro mechanical disc brakes with 180mm rotors in the front and the rear. Now, while these are not going to be as powerful as hydraulic disc brakes, of course, they still offer plenty of stopping power. I do appreciate that the brake levers are equipped with motor inhibitors, which instantly cut power to the motor whenever the brake levers are depressed. This just basically ensures that you have the shortest possible stopping distance. Really great safety feature, especially for an e-bike that goes this fast and for an e-bike that has a cadence sensor like the M430. So definitely going to throw a few more bonus points to AddMotor. I don't know who's keeping track. But anyways, this step through is actually a pretty cush ride. We've got AddMotor branded front spring suspension with around 80mm of travel. And this suspension does also have preload adjust and lockout, so you can customize them just a little bit to kind of best suit your ride style. Now, this is a step through, and the reality is can you take this off-road? Yes, you absolutely can. It does have the fat tires, which actually also do add a little bit extra cushion to the ride, that huge air volume. You do have that suspension. So yeah, you can take this on some light trails. You can take it on dirt. You can take it on gravel. Should you be hitting big jumps with this? Definitely not. That's just not what step throughs are designed for. The frames are not going to have as much structural integrity compared to traditional half diamond frames. So just something to keep in mind while you guys are researching this bike and maybe other bikes that might be a good fit for you. My favorite thing about this step through, and really I would say just all step throughs in general, is just how approachable they are. It's so much easier to swing your leg over that low swooping top tube of a step through compared to having to like Karate Kid kick your leg over the saddle with the traditional half diamond frames. Step throughs, they're just great because you can also stand over the frame with your feet flat on the ground, which is really nice if you are waiting at stoplights or a crosswalk. You don't have to dismount the bike and step off to the side. You can just step right down and keep one leg over both sides of the frame. Really nice kind of aspect of step throughs. Now, this bike is a little bit heavier than average with a curb weight of around 73 pounds, but of course some of that weight is coming from that suspension, the big old fat tires. It does have fenders, double tube design compared to the, you could have a single tube step through, and having the double tube is great because it does add some more strength and structural integrity to the frame. But on the converse, it also adds a little bit more weight. Now, I really appreciate that this frame comes with pre-drilled bosses on the front of the frame, which is flippin' fantastic if you want to throw a basket on there. If you do have a front basket, what you want is a frame-based mounting point like this. It's just way better than handlebar mounts or using the arch of the suspension. And the reason is because when you have frame-based mounting, all that weight that's going to be in the basket is going to spread out over the whole frame. It just makes it easier to steer, and it also keeps whatever's inside your basket from spilling out when you turn the handlebars, which is what will happen if you have a basket with attachment points on the handlebars or the arch of the suspension. The M430 also has an integrated headlight and integrated taillight, which can be turned on and off with the button pad on the left-hand side of the handlebars. These lights they're going to be bright enough to help oncoming traffic spot you from a distance, but they're not really bright enough that they're going to sufficiently illuminate your path at night. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're planning on creeping around at 5 miles per hour, you're going to want to get an aftermarket headlight with at least 2,000 lumens to really cast a lot of light down that path. This is kind of a spiel that we give almost every review because it's kind of like a safety feature, and we want to make sure that you guys are, if you are riding at night, that you're just, you have every safety advantage. So look guys, I'm a big fan of AddMotor for two main reasons. First, they have just an absolutely ginormous selection of e-bikes, and number two, they've got pretty competitive pricing, especially when they run their sales like they're doing right now. I also do appreciate that they have a 1-year comprehensive warranty and free shipping, which does add some additional value. I think the M430 makes a lot of sense for anyone looking for an approachable, easy-to-ride electric bike. Maybe, like me, you guys have some lower back problems, maybe you have some knee issues, maybe you just like the way the swooping tube's but at the end of the day, step throughs are just approachable. They're easy to ride, and they just give you kind of a boost in confidence when you're on them compared to that traditional kind of half diamond framed. For the reasons we talked about, it's just easier to get on and off. You don't have to swing your leg all the way up over the saddle. You can place your feet flat on the ground when you're at a stop. A lot of great benefits to the step through frame. So that pretty much sums it up for the review of the AddMotor M430 step-through electric bike, and now it is time to take this baby blue beauty out for a ride. So here we go. That actually hurt. All right, awesome peeps, that is it for the review of the AddMotoR M-430 fat tire step through cruiser bike right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day. If you guys have not already, and if you want to, feel free to join us on our Discord. Pretty cool place for us to hang out, talk about e-bikes, random stuff. Like we've been having a lot of conversations about quantum mechanics, random, but whatever. We've also got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. So if you want to join us there, please feel free to do so. We would love to have you. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will catch you next time. Peace.